Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here with Challenge Accepted. And this month, Shannon and I are playing along with the May I Scraplift You, MISY, group that's doing a different scrap lift. Many of them are doing a different scrap lift video every day. And there is a master list. And for today, the person we're scrap lifting is Sonia Rivera. And Sonia is known as Drop the Color Sonia on YouTube. And she's known for her colorful, vibrant designs. And this is certainly no exception. And these days when and you know I love it. So these days when I am doing vivid color, I'm turning to my Paige Evans Splendid collection, which I'm doing here. And because I'm still a little bit handicapped in the, ability to do everything I normally do, I kind of did some things ahead of time, and I'm taking a real shortcut in that I printed these photos on the wrong kind of paper, but I'm assembling the photo cluster with them anyway, and I'll replace them after the video. I just didn't have the time or the inclination to go fix that problem, and that's really a problem for my album and not for the purposes of this design. So what I've done is I've pulled 3 sheets, 12 by 12 sheets from the paper pad, and I'm going to use this orange one as the background, and I almost hate doing that because it is, that's one of my favorite pattern papers, but I have many copies of it, so I will go with it anyway. And I cut these other 2 papers diagonally, and then I tore them and ruffled them. So now I'm going to glue them down. And I'm just going to use, just like Sonia did in hers, I'm going to use the floral pattern paper in the lower left corner. And I've kind of folded that back so that the line of the paper underneath will show, and not as much, my line will show more than what shows in Sonia's because I just wasn't very good at doing a fine tearing job. That's one of those things that you can't do when you can't pinch with your between your thumb and your fingers, when you no longer have opposable thumbs, which, you know, we thought was kind of a given. I have put some foam on my floral cluster or my photo cluster. This is a birthday page for Reese. Yesterday was her 3rd birthday. And I'm going to kind of flatten this a little bit in the center so that this doesn't have as much to go over. Okay, so there. Now I will show you what I started to do. I took the other half of this page and I thought, okay, I'm going to take the easy way out. I'm just going to fussy cut a big old floral cluster and kind of put it up over here and page done. But no, I painfully cut this much out, and then the fine detailing, kind of having to hold it like this and cut, couldn't do it. So I'm going to take the ephemera that's left that I have not already used, and I will make my own cluster around there. So let me just kind of start pulling one. I want to use that bright pink color as much as I can, but I don't mind bringing out the yellows and oranges. I just probably won't use the teals. And right now, I'm just gonna start putting foam on the back of these. I am not gonna do much curling because that is something that doesn't feel good at the moment. I'm just gonna kind of put that there, and I'm gonna take a pink one. Actually, let me take this pink one that's similar. No. There's none of that kind of flower in here. The closest is this one. And I only have a purple one of those. So let me do that. And just so you know, this is a picture of Reese when we first brought her home. And this is one that was taken just a few weeks ago. This is one that's taken when her full face hair grows out. This is after a little bit of a trim. And she's going in, she's due for a trim any day now. Let's see what we have here. Do I have a pink? I have, okay, so I have one of these. And that would kind of look nice right there. Let me get some leaves in. And I'm sorry for all of the whining. I know many of you, I have heard from many of you that you've been suffering with this for a while. I'm kind of a newbie who, for some reason, thought I was gonna skate by without having to deal with this, which would have surprised most in the medical community because I've had 2 knee replacements, so we knew I had osteoarthritis. And I know that's not it's kind of a natural part of the aging process. Do I want to throw a red one in there, or this kind of fuchsia one, or this yellow one? Well, I've got the yellow one there. I'm spending way too much time on this. I'm going to go with this plainer orange one right there. And I'm going to curl a little bit. There. Let me do another leaf sprig. I'm going to maybe do, I think I'll do that one and this one. And then I may call it quits at that. I'm going to kind of fold that, put a little adhesive on the fold. I'll do that. And then let me lift this one up, and then we'll start getting the sticky embellishments, the stickers and the like. I'll kind of curve that over there. That's too much. Let's do it maybe like that. Okay, so I have all of these left. I do want a small one for right here, but I'd like it to be a brighter color. Maybe that's where I'll put that one. Okay. And I have some floral sequins and buttons and Flair that I can use to kind of fill out in the other spots. This Happy Little Life sentiment came from a Cocoa Vanilla These Days sticker sheet. I like these things. I love the sheen on these. I want to do this Big Day arrow and kind of put it right there, because I'm going to try to fit my title. Well, let me put it here, or here, and I'll line it up with the photo. I'm going to try to put my title to say birthday and girl, and we'll see. I'm not going to make you watch the painstaking process of me pulling the alphas off and sticking them down. But I think I'm going to use the multicolored alphas for the word birthday, and then the gold ones for the word girl. And so those are my plans. And I have a couple flares that are in that color pink that I thought I might kind of sneak in a couple places, and then I can put word stickers or other things, some of their floral sequins or buttons around. Let's see, I'm gonna do one right there. That just adds just kind of a different sheen and a different just, I don't know, it just adds something. It's that little something something. And I'm going to put this one maybe right here, and I'll do okay, there. I'll find something cute to put right in there. What can I do? Maybe a little butterfly. I haven't opened this sticker pack. I had a small sticker book that I've opened and used quite a lot of, but not this one. So let's see what we have to work with here. And I'm having a little trouble getting that out. Okay. So right there would maybe that cute little pink butterfly be good. I don't want to, there's no, well, there is purple right there. So why not the purple butterfly? I think Reese would like a purple butterfly. So let's do that. And I'm going to put a little bit of foam on it to raise it up off of that Flair. I'm going to put it partly on the Flair and partly on the paper, and try not to get it too much over the photo. Kind of like that. And then I had an idea for what was going to go. There was something that could go right up there, but I want to look now at these buttons. I'm looking at this hot pink one and thinking it might be cute right here in the middle of the tag hole. So I'll do that and put that away. Now I'm going to sprinkle a few of these sequins around. These are the large floral sequins that came with the collection. And I'm going to just kind of put them around in that floral cluster there. And I'll try to vary them somewhat. That's kind of a bluish one. This is a pinkish one. And it's kind of hard to tell. This is a small, really vivid pink, and it looks great next to that Flair. And I'm going to put a little yellow one kind of hanging off the Flair, just for something a little different. And then I have some other sequins, some Candy Shop sequins from SpiegelMom Scraps. Okay, so here's an orange flower sequin that kind of works right there. And I thought I'd put one of these hot pink ones down here. Okay, and I'm going to do another little yellow flower somewhere, maybe here. I love these little yellow flat ones, and I might put one of the hot pink ones there. They're part of the cluster, even though they're kind of out in the field and not really tucked in. So I thought maybe I would do something here to not exactly go over that Flair, but kind of draw your eye over to it. Let's see if there's something else I could maybe put in there. Is there a circular-ish element? There's this green one. There's that, but that's too much the same color. Let's try this green one. Let's see. How about if I cut it in half and saved the other half for another page and maybe did it like that. Okay, and now I'll put one of these little yellow sequins there. Okay. Essentially, it's done except for the title, which I'll do later. But let me kind of sprinkle a few of these guys around. And I'm going to put them on the photo cluster, not out there. I saved out there for the big Paige Evans sequins. These Candy Shop sequins were designed by Sarah Scraps, and they're just gorgeous. And I'm going to just kind of do a lot of sparkles around here and maybe maybe here. And one there, and maybe one there, and maybe one or two or three there. Okay, so I've got a lot of glue dots, and I'm just going to kind of, whatever I pick up is going to go down. There are all kinds of colors, and I believe every color in this sequin mix is in this collection. So they're perfect. There's a pretty blue one right there. And since I've got the blue tag, that looks nice. I'm going to skip the cream colored ones, because you know me and beige. And there's that bright white in the collection, so I really didn't want to add in the cream. And if Alice Bowl is watching, she's laughing now because I was one of those people who said that I didn't mind mixing white and cream. And I have done it on many layouts. I just don't want to do it on this one. Whoops, that one is upside down, but you know what? It sparkles just the same. Maybe not exactly the same. And I know I still have a dot over here to do, but you know, I may do one of those. Whoops, let's do that. I don't want those right next to each other. I love this blue. So I'm going to do that right there. And then I'll do a green and a pink. In some of my longer strings, I should go ahead and do a cream one, right? Like maybe right there. There's this one is actually kind of a pinkish beige. That is more of a gold beige. So I'll use it. And I'll put this one up here. And I think I need pink here. And here. And I think I've covered all my glue dots. I'm going to put that aside and get this. And I think I'm done, like I said, except for the title Birthday Girl. And then I may write some journaling once I print the other photos. And the journaling may go, not sure. Anyway, I could do a date, a beginning date and end date sort of a thing. Let's see if I want to use, can I use, this is what I was thinking would go right over in here. Since I have that green thing, I don't need that. I just hate looking at something in my supplies that I haven't touched, you know me. Okay, so I'm going to let you all go, and then I'm going to get busy on the title. And I'll see you next week for another lift. Bye.